Here for good. Join me, Judy Kaiser,
Linda Mumbi,
Lindsay Mwikali, Louisa Ndunge,
Wayego Mkaya Tieno.
as we embark on this journey together of our bank. Standard Chartered was established in 1911 as a subsidiary of the British Standard Chartered. In 1989, it became a public quoted company after it was listed by the Nairobi Securities Exchange. One of the many milestones and awards it has got, it was the first Kenyan bank to be awarded the ISO 9002, and it was the first bank to have mobile top-up systems. And last year, it was awarded with an award of the Best Bank Customer Satisfaction.
Our vision and mission as one of the leading banks in Kenya is to be a world-class shared services center for the rest of the Standard Chartered Group. Our values include courageous, responsive, international and creative, and also trustworthy. Our brand promise is to be here for the people, here for progress, here for the long run, and most importantly, here for good.
Then, the industry of operation are some of the products that StanChart offers: private banking, SME, priority banking, international banking, Islamic banking, preferred and personal banking, and some of the services that StanChart offers are savings and accounts, loans, mortgages, credit cards, insurance, investments, SMS banking, online banking, and debit cards. Then, big, hairy, audacious goals. The bank wants to engage in sectors like business, manufacturing, wholesale and retail, transport and communication, real estate, agriculture, energy and water.
We have the business and business model. The bank creates a business model through building relationships with its customers, providing solutions to meet the evolving needs, generating income, profit, and return on equity, and creating a long-term value for stakeholders. The company also earns its revenue through getting interest on loans, interest on mortgages, donors, and shareholders.
The board of directors is steered by Iron Lady Ann Mutahi, who has vast experience in financial sectors and has worked for financial institutions such as Citibank and the Middle East Bank. On to corporate social responsibility. As the Kiswahili adage goes, mgeni njoo mwenyeji apone. Standard Chartered, as a foreign bank, has a beautiful corporate social responsibility plan that mostly focuses on the Seeing is Believing project, whereby it has partnered with Operation Eyesight International to contain treatable eye ailments, especially in children and the elderly. The bank supports environmental projects such as conservation of wildlife, tree planting, and also has educational projects such as the USIU mentorship program that has brought forth about 20 graduates. The challenges facing the corporate social responsibility include inadequate funds to fund the CSR. Little impact of the CSR is felt because it has a small geographical reach. And then employees and customers are not wide benefactors of the CSR. On to the ratios. The earnings per share ratios shows the company's ability to generate profit from each share obtained. As you can see from the graph, it has been constantly increasing with a small decline in 2013. The dividend per share shows the return on dividends from the original value of the dividend issued and has been increasing, as you can see in the graph. The book value per share figure is high, therefore showing that the shares have not been undervalued. Therefore, shareholders and investors are attracted to buy shares from the company. On to profitability ratios. Profitability ratios show how a company performs in terms of returns of the funds which have been employed in the firm's activities. The return on equity ratio indicates profitability by comparing net income to average shareholders' equity. The higher the figure, the more efficient the management is in utilizing its equity base for better return to investors. The figures show high levels of investment quality. However, this might also mean that the bank has high leverage, meaning that it is prone to a lot of debt. Return on capital employed complements the return on equity ratio, and it gives a narrow scope of focus to give a better understanding of the bank's ability to generate returns from available capital base. The return on capital employed shows a negative trend, meaning that the bank was not very competent. Return on assets shows profitability relative to the total assets. It shows how well management uses assets, to make a profit. And as you can see from the graph, the bank was very competent and there has been a steady decline from 2011 to 2013. The net profit margin and operating profit margin show amount of profit generated as percentage of sales generated. The net profit margin and operating profit margin have declined majorly because of reduced net sales and net assets in 2013 and 2012. The floor is now open to questions from the judges.
Thank you very much, PB. Questions from the judges?
What's the recommendation?
Our recommendation for the bank is that Standard Chartered expands its focus on customers because it's mainly for corporate clients. So if the bank could look for more simpler customers, for example, those who deal in retail, it will expand its customer base. Also, shareholders should be involved in implementation of the bank's strategies. They should involve shareholders more in what they do. And the bank should also develop more solid long-term strategies for competitive growth in the industry.
Is it a sell?
Pardon?
Is it a sell?
Oh, sorry. I recommend you buy some more because according to evidence from financial ratios and my confidence in the bank, I project that the share prices of the bank will steadily increase over the next few years, therefore ensuring that the money you have invested in the bank is put to proper use.
According to your profitability ratios, I can see that the bank is making less profits. Why should we buy if it's making less profits?
Well, the bank has shown strong, especially in the strict rules that have been imposed on financial institutions, and the bank still goes strong despite the growing world economic crisis. Therefore, I am confident that the bank is able to generate profits and keep on steadily increasing, therefore leading to an increase in share price.
Any other questions, judges? Thank you very much, ladies. Let's give them a hand.